Hey everybody, it's Kim Galloway from New Frontier Books, coming to you today from the corner of my freshly cleaned up office. I've spent the last 3 days cleaning up the office. It had finally gotten to the point where I just couldn't stand it anymore, and it was impacting my ability to write. But then this morning, as I started thinking about where am I going with my writing, with my business, with my goals, I had to start asking myself, what was I allowing into my space, not just my physical space, but my mental space, that may or may not be serving me? And the idea was my podcast. Now, you may be thinking, Kim, I didn't know you have a podcast. Guess what? I don't. Not yet. Months ago, I decided that I wanted to start a podcast. And I did all of this research and I talked to all of these people who have successful podcasts, and I bought $400 worth of podcast gear. And I never opened it. I never started. Why? Well, number one, it felt overwhelming, frankly. But the real reason was I knew on some level that this wasn't the move that I should be making yet. That as much as I want to share my knowledge and I love talking to people, that a podcast wasn't my best move. So today, I returned all of the podcast equipment to Amazon. And I have no doubt that I will buy it again someday when it's time. But for right now, I need to be focused on what I actually need to be focused on, my business and my writing. So I invite you today to do the same thing. Look at the good ideas that you have that you're not ready to implement, that this isn't the right moment to get started. And then go ahead and safely put them to the side. Just because I returned the physical equipment, because today was the last day that I could, doesn't mean that the ideas for the podcast are gone. It doesn't mean that I had to tear up those pages in my notebook and burn them and never think of them again. On the contrary, I know that I can rest easy knowing that they're right there waiting for me when I'm ready. So leave me a comment on this video, be sure to subscribe, and of course share, and let me know what's getting in your way that you're going to go ahead and put to the side now to pick up later so that you can finally write your book.